I talked to local historian Alan Barton about the era when Bourke was a thriving port, an era dimly recalled by a stark set of paddle wheels on the riverbank. The first steamer arrived in 1859, and this one, the J.G. Arnold, was the last to visit Bourke in 1931. At the peak of the riverboat trade, there were 50 steamers with barges on the Darling. Bourke became the wool port for a vast area of outback New South Wales and Queensland. And a giant wharf, 3 decks high, was used to send the wool away downriver. This is Bourke Wharf today. There's little to show for the enormous activity that this place once knew, or the extraordinary sagas that it witnessed. I've heard, Alan, that a boat called the Jane Eliza established the longest time for a trip on the Darling River when it took 3 years and 1 month to get from Morgan up to Bourke.
He did. He spent over 3 years in several waterholes tied up. At one stage he started a sawmill and cut timber by the riverside in order to make a living. He eventually arrived in Bourke, and I think the cement that was on board had gone hard and it was of no use.
Those were the days when this old wharf here was pretty busy, with 3 cranes operating and so on.
That came about in the late 1890s, the wharf. It was an aid to the river trade in general. It aided the industry and contributed greatly to the economy of the state.
Well, then Bourke in the 1880s, Alan, had the first bridge across the Darling built here, and it also had the railway arriving.
Well, they came about that same time. 1883, the bridge was completed, and September 85, the railhead was extended, or the rail was extended to a railhead here at Bourke.